I've been thrown to the wolves and they ate me.
Hi, I'm Jess Williamson. I'm based in Los Angeles now, but I spent about 12 years in Austin. That's where I really came up playing music, and that's really the only place that feels like home. And I am here today because I just played the main stage at the Long Road Festival.
Remember when it was.
It is so beautiful here. I can't believe how green everything is and all the cool old buildings. It's so sweet to see everybody camping, and there's like a stream behind me. It's really nice. I'm also shocked that this is summer because it's like kind of cold, but it's kind of nice. My impressions of this festival is that I think that the people are really nice that are putting it on. And I only have one issue, which is that the two people I wanted to see were playing the exact same time as me, which was S.G. Goodman and Lola Kirk. And it's funny because we all know each other, and we were all on different stages playing at the same time, so I didn't get to see them. But I do hope I can catch Dasha, because I really like her song Austin. So this is not my first time in the UK. I actually was over here in January, and I played 2 nights in London, which was really cool. But before that, it had been since pre-COVID that I'd been over here. So this is my first time to come back in a few years and get to really travel around outside of London. And it's been amazing. I love the audiences in the UK. I'm doing this tour solo, and I found that the people here really are quiet and listen and really even like intimate, slow, sad songs, which I have a lot of those, and so I really love coming over here and playing. It's really like nowhere else in that way.
Me like I was sent from above.
Austin is a place with amazing music. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening there musically. I think the most obvious thing is there's really like a 2-step renaissance happening right now at a few key places. Samstown Point and the Sagebrush are 2 venues where, and the White Horse. 3 venues where pretty much any night of the week you're gonna find a country band and people dancing, which I think is really sweet. So if you've never been, I would recommend checking out one of those spots, and you're definitely gonna have a good time. So what got me into making music is just, I was always a singer since I was a little bitty kid. I was always singing like for the other kids on the playground and writing little songs, and my parents are really big music fans, and so growing up they would always take me to concerts. My first concert was Jimmy Buffett when I was like 6 years old, and I was just really raised on music. Bonnie Raitt, Willie Nelson, of course, being from Texas. So it was just kind of part of the fiber of my upbringing since I was born, and somehow I just knew it was always what I wanted to do. And you know, my inspirations are pretty eclectic. My favorite artist is Joanna Newsom, which you've either heard of her and you're obsessed, or maybe you've never heard of her, but she's definitely my hero. And then of course Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, you know, the greats.
Baby, it's fine, I don't belong.
So Time Ain't Accidental is my most recent record. It came out last year, and it's interesting because it was mostly written during the lockdown, the pandemic lockdown. And so because I didn't have anyone to collaborate with or get in a room with or bounce ideas off of, I ended up using this app on my iPhone that was just like a free drum machine app, and it really helped me to write some of the songs and just kind of step outside of any ideas I had about genre. And it was like this skeleton where I could really lay the songs on, and we ended up keeping some of those beats for the record, and so they actually are in there on the album still, which I really love because it reminds me of just that time and place and where I was at. And so when I play solo, and what I did today is I like to incorporate some of those live, because I think it gives people more of a sense of how the record sounds, and it's just fun. It's fun for me when I'm up there to have something to dance to a little bit. Yeah, it's so interesting that we do this in reverse. Like, we make a record and then we go out and tour the record for 2 years, because I sort of wish we could somehow do that. We could flip that, because as I'm playing them and singing them and even just getting to know my own songs better, they do shift a little, and the way I sing changes, or the tempo changes, or especially with my band, we'll work out slightly different arrangements. So it's funny how that goes, but there's something nice about, you have the document of the record, and it's really a time and a place, and then the songs start to take on a life of their own live, and so it's a different experience live, which I think is fun. So I love the audiences in the UK. They're quiet, they listen, They clap between every song. Sometimes I'm like, because people are so quiet and reverent, I'm like up there playing and I'm like, are they bored? Like, is it okay? You know, are they liking this? And then like the song ends and everybody claps and cheers. So it's a different experience. Like in the US, we get a lot of talkers, like during, especially like solo shows, people just be like at the bar, like talking, it's so rude. UK, never. Nobody talks, they listen, it's amazing. And I always go to the merch after the shows and it's fun to talk to people, and yeah, people have just been so sweet. It's awesome. I love coming over here and playing.